What's going on YouTube? Back with my boy Steve, D1 linebacker at Duquesne University. We'll be doing some crazy LB drills today. Make sure y'all tap in, subscribe to the channel, dropping crazy videos every single week. Without further ado, let's get into it. So what I want to do to start is just a simple, we're just going to gather ourselves every time. So just reaction, just go 1, back, 1, 2, back, 1, 2, 3, back, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on this fourth one, just turning and then driving, and I'll throw you the ball. So go. Good. You just skip this first one. The first one's weird. The first one's like a, the first one's weird. It's like a tap and go. Ooh. So, good. Yo, no hands. Hey, he caught it. He's the best again. Good. All right, next drill. Same concept here. Just going over, ooh, ooh, ooh. Foot in the ground, dropping, hook drop. It's like the Matrix right there. Don't get caught in the mud, all right? So go. Bad drop, Steve. You kind of just lean back into it. Don't do that. Press like you're driving off here and then like skater this way. Boom. Skater this way. See this? This is your mark right here. That's a straight vertical drop. So just getting 45 here. So here. Yeah, so if you try to rush that, you're not gonna get a good break. I was saying don't get caught in the mud, don't, but you still have to put weight on that foot. You can't just put it out there and then just go. I wanna emphasize today, getting out of your breaks with a 3-step sprint and not even looking at the ball, and then looking at the ball. Sit. Good. I want to see, that was good rep. But based on what I just said, like here. Yeah, bro. Well, it's not even that it's far, it's that you got out of your break and it's just pushing you that far. Like I don't need you to take 20 steps to catch a ball. I need you to take 3 violent ones. Like I tell my receivers this and it's working really well. Like even my DB's breaking. When you're breaking, like pretend it's like a 40-yard dash. And then look. It makes the break itself so much cleaner because whoever's catching the ball has a bad tendency to short their route, short their break, short their cut because they're looking for the ball. Like when you put your foot in the ground, you're staring at me automatically. When you're like this and you're here and you're already looking at me, you don't know where you're going and you're slow. If I turn my head here and I'm like, then you're really getting out of that break. So when you look, the ball will be a second late, but that's fine. That's the whole point. Sit. Good. See your spot. Hey. You afraid of that football? All right. So this is pretty much what we're gonna do the whole rest of the day. This is literally just a reactive hook drop. So we're gonna start here. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cones. Every play, we're dropping left here. Read step, I'm getting to the middle of my hook. I'm settling down at this cone, and then you're gonna break me. And this is a reactive break. So if I flip my shoulders here, whoo, you gotta break here. If I flip my shoulders there and I'm peeking there, you gotta break there. If I flip my shoulders vertical, you gotta flip here. Let's go 3 rapid fire reps each. Hey! Good. You peaked, but the problem is you, as soon as you peak and you turn back, you slowed up. So we'll get that right. So Ow. Good. Did you not, were you confused there whether it was this one or that one? So, here. Don't end up in the middle. Just make a decision. If I point you here, it'll be more vertical, all right? So here's why as a linebacker, it's important that you guys learn these edge rushing drills and how to edge rush. My boy Steve here is playing Division I football, didn't think that he would ever be an edge rusher. Now he has an opportunity to get on the field to play at an edge rushing spot, and he's just gonna take advantage of the opportunity, as you guys should too. So it's better to learn when you're younger than it is to have to learn later. Steve is literally a Division I football player. It happens at the highest levels as well. So make sure that if you're a linebacker, you're staying tuned to this video, staying tuned to this technique coaching, how to rush the edge, because this is going to help you guys become a more versatile player, which will help you become a better football player in general. So let's get into this running the hoop drill. For starters, let's work on stance. So give me your edge rush stance right now and I'll critique it. So you feel how you're already like trying to put that hand down? You don't want to be like that. So you're going to be here. You want to be in a stance where the majority of your weight is on this leg. See how my back foot's just kind of even, but I'm also in a situation where I'm not gonna false step. If you try to balance out, what you're gonna end up doing is go, and then go, and that's just a horrible false step. When you're edge rushing, everything is about get off. So as soon as that ball snaps, I wanna be here as fast as I possibly can. So you have to be balanced on this leg. If you're trying to balance side to side, what's gonna happen is the ball is gonna snap and you're gonna have to gather yourself and then step. And again, if you don't have a good get off, especially being undersized, you're putting yourself in an extreme disadvantage. So flat foot's in the ground. I like to point my toe right at the outside of the tackle, wherever I'm lined up, because I always tell my edge rushers, the best thing that you can do is close the distance to the outside shoulder of the tackle as fast as you can. Doesn't matter what the play is. Okay, closing the, I'm using this concept. It doesn't matter. It's a pass play, I'm closing the distance. Okay, now I've closed the distance, now I gotta work hands. It's a run play, I've closed the distance. It's a run play, he's base blocking me, now I gotta set the edge. It's a down block, I'm closing the distance. Okay, I'm closing the distance to the outside shoulder. All of a sudden the outside shoulder goes down. Okay, no worries. Now I'm just closing the distance to the outside shoulder here. It's going down. You know what I mean? So I like to go outside foot up, really strong in this base, flat foot. So as soon as I'm balanced, all you wanna do is just push that knee forward, push that knee forward. You don't want your heel to be off the ground. If your heel's off the ground, you're really isolating your calf muscle, and it's not gonna use your whole leg to get off. Like, think of doing a squat. When you squat, you're not squatting on your tippy toes. So your best get off is gonna be using your whole foot, your whole leg as a base to get off. So flat foot's in the ground, and then as soon as I feel comfortable, I'm just gonna push my knee forward, because if your foot's in the ground, all my weight's here, but my shin angle's straight up and down, obviously you're not gonna have a good get off. So push that knee forward. As soon as your foot feels good, it's just gonna stretch out this Achilles part. And as soon as my heel starts feeling like it wants to come off the ground, just go back a little bit, that's perfect. And then I'm here, full lean over, set, go, I'm driving.
Flat foot.
Flat foot.
What do you do with this arm?
I just like this. Yeah, there you go. Now push your knee forward to the point, yeah, right. So now you're good. If they do hard count, you're not gonna jump off sides, because you're not leaning into it, you're level. And then once you go, it's like a 40 stance. Like I'm here, and once the ball snapped, your get off has to be low and explosive, just like a 40. Looks all right. Looks like you're a little outside foot dominant, like you're trying to lean on the outside of your foot a little bit. What you can do, a little bit of a cheat code, is just torque your foot a tiny bit. Yep. I really like to put all my weight on that big toe, on the whole front of my foot. Yep. Good. That was your get off spot. So if I'm doing a get off right now, this is gonna be my spot. See that? Yeah. And the reason why is because you're not big, strong enough to really out leverage an offensive tackle who's, you know, at the Division I level, they're 6'5". So you have to beat them now with your first step. That's all you got. That's all you got to think about having, is like the easiest way to win a one-on-one rep as an edge rusher is with a get off. Sometimes you don't even have to work moves, it's so good. So I'm here, I'm a tackle, I'm like your foot needs to be back there. You need to be in a position where I don't just push you and you fall over. I'll be your tackle here. Same spot. That's all right, that's your second rep. So if you're going off of that spot and I'm the tackle, I know when the ball is gonna snap. That's your spot right there. Or in the line of scrimmage, watch. Oh, you lose. You know what I mean? You're right there, I'm right here. Hello. You gotta go there. You gotta be back here. It's almost like a bound, really. It's like a really big bound. Yeah, you don't want to land on your heel though. And I think a big part of it is just staying low as well. Like get your chest over your leg. My chest is like fully bent over my leg. Move your chest, don't bend your knee, just bend your chest. Like you should be able to like, yeah. Now do a big get off. Yeah, nice. That was better. That was right here. That's about a foot difference. The only thing is you don't hurt yourself doing this. You kind of like put your foot like over here and like compromise your ankle a little bit. Don't do that, but just keep doing that and understand like that's where you got to be every time. And that foot makes all the difference because now you see where your line is. I'm the tackle. I'm here. You got me beat. Good. Don't start running this hoop though. That's a big misconception. I think you're trying to look at that right now. So if I'm looking at the hoop from this angle right here, I want to accelerate in a straight line into the hoop until I have to bend. Don't stretch this circle out any more than you need to. So I'm not running the hoop right now. If you're setting as tackle, you're tackle. Kick, kick, kick. I'm not running the hoop, I'm not running the hoop. Now, you go to throw your hands. Now, I'm running the hoop. You know what I mean? So like, you don't start running the hoop. You have to run into the hoop. And that's why we're gonna do this drill here in a second, and I push you out. I don't like my guys starting on the hoop like this because you're not running the hoop right now, unless you're an interior guy really trying to bend right this second. You're trying to accelerate to the quarterback as fast as possible. And once you get 4 yards upfield, then you have to run the hoop. So I'm here, now I'm running the hoop. Make sense? Do the same thing. Don't run the hoop. Your get off needs to be straight. So you're pointed at me right now. Your get off needs to be in a straight line to me right now. Don't run anything. Yep, right here. So now I take that foot needs to go. I'm gonna tell you exactly where it needs to go. Foot needs to go right there. Yeah. I think it could be a little bit better, but better in terms of getting your foot in the right spot. Yeah, better. Now, give me a 1, 2, 3. So now you're really lunging for the step. The step's good. But now, okay, you won with your first step. Now don't be high and just jog through the second ones because then you're actually gonna get beat. I like to do a thing called a rush race. So I'm gonna be back here. I'm the tackle right now. You're still accelerating that cone. You're gonna go on me and I'm gonna try to beat you going backwards. It's called a rush race. So you're trying to beat me to the spot, and you should. I'm going backwards, but I have an advantage because I know when I'm gonna go and you don't. Ugh. You're still bending for no reason though. Like literally just, it's a race. Just try to beat me. There's no football, there's no upper body involved. Ugh. Good. Nice. Just wanna see you jog. Get into it, point that toe. Reach, pull. See how I'm gaining ground every step? I'm leaning way into it. Yep, so you're gonna have to turn that front toe more. So this is how the front toe has to be. It's scary. It's not a good spot to be in as an athlete. This is how you know you have a good hoop run. If you can do this, build into it. I know I've got a good hoop run. I can scrape the ground. You can't do that if your toe is not pointed this way. You can't. So if I'm here, I try to lean in, I'm gonna fall. So jog into it and just build it like this. Step, 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 and then you're just pulling it. Like kind of like you're doing like a karaoke. Pull it, and then you gotta really gain ground with that back leg. And this time, you're on your whole toe. You're just on the toes. Point more. All right, now you gotta build it up. Don't ever go on your heel in that spot. If you go on that, you're gonna hurt it. It needs to be, see how my heel's way off the ground here? This is a situation my heel's off the ground. I'm bending. Heel's off the ground. Running on your tippy toes. Yep, now build some speed. Get some more lean, get uncomfortable, let your cleats do what your cleats are meant to do. Yeah, okay, there you are. Good. All right, now let's reset and go the other way. But as you go, sell out just a little bit more. Don't just try to reach down and touch the ground because that's how your foot's gonna come out from under you. Like, slowly lean into it. And then once we warm this up, then we'll be like, okay, drop and get into it right now. Good. Now gain more ground. Good. Now start bending, start speeding up. You're short stepping it. You really have to get in like a full, like, I'm trusting on my cleats, like, let me lean into this. Because if you start slowing up, then you're gonna fall, kind of like you're doing, you're like going down. Like once you build up, like you just gotta go. Like you gotta speed up and you just gotta keep going. But this is a situation where 90% of athletes get in that they don't come out on top. You have to be comfortable as D lineman getting in this situation right here. You have to lean as you go. Speed it up, lean more. Lean, lean. Yeah, see what you're doing? You're like, as soon as you go to dip, you're just trying to drop your body weight and like touch your toe. Like you have to, I'm trying to get in this situation here. A real lean. Not just a touch, this is not a bend. This is a bend. You don't have to do this perfectly right now. I just want to make sure you're warmed up before we do this. Outside foot's up, now we're doing the same exact thing that we were just doing. Now I'm not accelerating to this cone. Angle yourself so you're accelerating to that one. So I'm here, I'm accelerating to that cone. I'm not bending until I get to that cone. So here, good stance. I'm gonna give you a set go. I'm gonna give you a little flinch as a tackle and then scoop it up. Don't be like me, try to scoop it. It might not be perfect. Good, try it again, that's all right. You touched it, that was fun. Good, good rep. Now let's do one more. I'm gonna be kicking. More knee bend, push that knee forward, there you go. Good, now just take that, accelerate through there and then rip it up. So as soon as you get it, rip it back up. Because that's a big thing, is you're gonna feel like you won a lot of your reps, and naturally as a linebacker, you're gonna feel like you won a lot of your reps, but you're missing this rip back up. And especially being a smaller guy, they're gonna grab right a hold of you. So if you can rip that back up and expose your pads, one, you'll get flags. Two, it'll seal your rush because you have to use them to bend, like you're using them as this circle to push into to run the hoop. All right, one more here, scoop, rip, finish up, finish through the cone. Push that knee forward. Good, nice. Nice rep. Good. And you have to find some sort of happy medium with your foot, the back foot. So like I said, when you're in this stance, if you're constantly like trying to find where that is, so if I'm lined up here per se, if I'm constantly just trying to go like this, like the ball snapped and you're like this, obviously that's not good. So you got to set up and then just find out where your foot is good, give it like a 1-2 tap, like, all right, got balance, I'm good. Let's rock and roll. And then now there's no weight on that, but you still have to be balanced with it, you know what I mean? That'll hold you back. All right, you ready for a full rep? You haven't fell yet, which is really good. A lot of people fall on this every single time. Yeah, because you didn't accelerate to the cone. You know what I mean? Like you bowed it so bad and you didn't get, you were like here. So what you want to do is obviously accelerate to the cone, get on this hoop as fast as you can, but don't prematurely start bending and making this hoop bigger than it needs to be. So accelerate to the cone, straight line. Your first step should be on that yellow line, pretty much. It's gonna change based on the tackle, based on what you feel, what you're feeling. Not bad, good. If you're a linebacker, this is a great reaction-based drill to help you in the run game, help you get more tackles, help you make more plays, do 5 reps each way. Check it out. All right, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go same drill that we started with. So we're just gonna be working, instead of doing this, it's just gonna be reaction based. So it's be set, go, get right into it. Whenever you say switch, 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 and then you're gonna drop the ball, like a little fumble, and I'm gonna accelerate and get it. Go. Say it, hit, flip, 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 flip. That'll do. And that's all we got today, YouTube. Make sure you wish Steve some good luck and make sure you subscribe to the channel for daily insane football content. Salute.